GoFundMe winners for August revealed. If you've been following this column, it should be no surprise to you who ultimately won the month. But first, there was a surprise winner for the last day of the month as Christopher Directee Ruff salvaged his take for the entire month with a $100 last-minute donation. To tease you with how bad the month was, the single donation of $100 propelled Ruff into a four-way tie for fourth place for the month and doubled the $50 take of our own ongoing expenses account for the day. It was the first donation to Ruff's fundraising efforts in 2 months, and more than likely was inspired by Ruff's over-candidness in his take on the current state of auditing in America. His recent teardown of San Joaquin Valley transparency saw the first memorable mention of his GoFundMe in some time, as he accused San Joaquin of accusing him of running a fake GoFundMe. While he didn't give out the URL, it was memorable as he normally doesn't go out of his way to promote the fund. So let's get to the month. Starting with the big losers. Christopher Denver Metro Audits Cordova, Garrett Press with Ranker Van Net, Chille DeCastro's Lawyer Fund Only, the two fake Chille DeCastro accounts, for Public Safety, Michael Blue Bacon Paratini, Tuapri, and Floyd Wallace all saw no donations to their campaigns for the month. DeCastro's Legal Aid Fund Donation Fund Help People Fund is in last place for all the campaigns that got donations with a $25 take, only because LIA's help with his billboard truck purchase pulled in $5 more at $30. Then we have a tie at the $100 mark with Craig Henry, DirectD, BZ Watchdog, and DeCastro's Justice for All, Legal Accountability, the fund to sue Justice of the Peace Ann Zimmerman, sharing the crown. Next up is Sean Paul Long Island Audit Riaz with his generic support for the fight against tyranny and corruption fund, which took in $120 for the month. In second place for the month comes Chille DeCastro's Legal Defense Fund Crime Scene Tape Illegal Arrest Campaign, which took in $150 for the month. For a campaign where he doesn't need the money as the charges were dismissed and the trial never happened. DeCastro famously put $15,000 down for a retainer in that case and says he'll never see a dime of the money from the attorney he hired to defend him. Which is worse for DeCastro, as the decision not to prosecute reportedly was made by the district attorney without intervention from DeCastro's attorney. Our own GoFundMe expenses fund took the month with $515 in donations, primarily led by our hate watcher who wants to see this terrible column continue. Month to month, DeCastro's Crime Scene Tape Fund, LIA Support the Fight and Billboard Truck Funds, Craig Henry and DirectD's campaigns saw gains from July. BZ Watchdog started in August and remains with a single $100 donation and no other activity. The biggest loser month to month was DeCastro's campaign to sue Ann Zimmerman. It took in $4,458 in July and only took in $100 in August. It was followed by Press with Rankers Fund, which took in $1,693 in July, but nothing in August. This was following the falling out between Ranker and DeCastro. DeCastro stopped promoting the fund, and it simply has died. Our own fund was the third biggest loser month to month, taking in $1,815 in July and only $515 in August, as we had two generous donations in July that went to this campaign rather than to our PayPal. All in all, other than our own fund, every other fund made less than $200 for the month. Call it laziness, call it inability to promote, but some huge channels with hundreds of thousands of subscribers and viewers should have come through with their campaigns. Something needs to be done to shake the market to the core to get things jump-started, as the apathy is prevalent by YouTube creators and their fans. Another month of this and the crowdfunding industry may be dead. On that note, if you'd like to keep me from fighting apathy by going to the dark side or an all-drama all-the-time format, with the added bonus of forcing me to keep writing this dreadful column each day, we do have a GoFundMe of our own. All proceeds go to keeping the lights on, eating, and writing new stories to feature here and on ReallyCoolSite.org.